Hey, so family, it is story time. The two questions that I was asked by my mom and my daughter. My first question was, how did I know my husband was my soulmate? And how did I know our marriage would last this long? Or did I think our marriage would last this long? How did I know the marriage would last this long? And so the first question, soulmate. What is a soulmate? That is somebody that you are connected to through your soul, like to the deepest core of your soul. Can't get no more bigger than that as a connection, right? A soul mate is someone that your soul agreed to be with in this lifetime, right? So it's almost like a soul contract. Um, but no, I wouldn't say that because you can have a soul contract with different people, but your soulmate is the person that you're destined to be with. So by the agreement of the soul. And so he knew, I can say that, y'all. He knew the first day he saw me. His exact words was, "I'm going to marry you." And I was like, okay. So he knew it. And even at that young age, when we were in seventh grade, he always made me feel safe. He was always, and he still is, he has always been my safe space, to where I felt safe. And, if you know my story in my life, growing up, I needed that. And he was that safe space. So again, I still didn't I didn't even know anything about soulmates. So I wasn't thinking of soulmates. I just was like, yeah, we're going to be together forever. Like, in a friend way, like, not even in a relationship. Like, we're going to be friends forever. We're going to be besties. And then, of course, when I got sick, yes, when I got sick, it was unconditional, genuine love. No matter how much my body changed, how much I changed, he still loved me unconditionally. And even though sometimes it was hard for him to express it, I knew, I felt it. Um, Another one, y'all, was like I said, it was some pretty big moments for us. When he got diagnosed with diabetes, I was in DC or Maryland. Kahana, my cousin was getting ready to get married, and um, when I found out what was going on and how serious it was, it felt like a piece of my heart had just been ripped out just in the moments of not being there, not knowing all the details, um, just from hearing what had happened. So at that moment, I was like, it felt like my soul, like it was hard. And so I got there and laid eyes on him. So it's like moments like that. And then we had this, y'all know I'm about to leave here without having to add some astrology and numerology in it. I was watching Supreme Divine and she was breaking down, I hope I said that right, or Divine Supreme, but she was breaking down synchronicity numbers. And so she went into 555, and she had went through, she was going through them, and she was at 555, and I had got up to go in the kitchen. What do I see on the stove? 444. So I go back and I'm re-listening to it, and this 444 is definitely all about foundations. And when it comes towards the ancestors, it's saying they're supporting you. So go ahead and do what you got to do. Stop procrastinating, and you already set the foundation. So now it's time to make some moves, some changes. And so I'm like, okay. So I get back up, go back in the kitchen, 555 on the clock. So I'm like, okay, what this? So it's saying like the ancestors are saying now. It was a few things that resonated with me. So I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna just say what resonated with me. She said that the ancestors feel like they have been blessing you both. That was the key word. You both have been blessed, and you're not putting out enough. You're not giving back. So either you start giving back out here, or we're gonna start pulling back these blessings. And I was like, and she was like, you. It also says represents that you need to get some things in order. You've been beating around the bush, about getting it together. Y'all keep repeating the same cycles, basically. and y'all have had more than enough opportunity to get it together. So now I'm like, okay, they talking about relationships. So I'm like, and the last thing was, if you guys don't get it together, this 5 is also saying that things are, you're not gonna ever cross path in the external life. So yeah, I flew in that little room and I had him watch the video, and I'm telling him, I was like, I think, because his, like I said, his mom has passed away, and so it was. I said, I think she's trying to send us a message. I was like, just listen to it, and so it was deeper than a lot of stuff that it was deeper, but we both just looked at each other, y'all. What's understood don't need to be said. Y'all know I say that a lot, but it's the truth. And we both knew exactly what was being said to us. And it was just like, wow. And I swear, y'all, after that, it was like a turning point in our marriage, because it was like we knew, okay, this is what we asked for. This is our life, and we got to get it together, because we being, I don't want to say warned, but we're being warned to get it together. And so that's how I knew, um then, like, he is really my soulmate. Like, I knew then. Second question was, how did I know my marriage was going to last this long? Again, I didn't. I didn't. Maybe as I started getting into at we mm, I didn't know. Every day was a day that we went through and we fought. Not physical, but like fought for the marriage. We had good days, we had bad days. But what we both knew was we had built a strong foundation in our marriage. And a lot of things that would have destroyed a lot of other marriages or relationships in our that happened in our marriage didn't destroy us. It put us in pause for some time, while we had to process it and things like that. But we always continued to fight. We always continued to fight. We've had some rough times. So, but the fact that we continue to want to better each other, and we're watching each other grow together now, is the most beautiful thing. Like, to be able to see the old versions of ourselves, um, and then to see these new versions that we've grown into or developed into, is beautiful. And so that's how I know that our marriage is going to last, because of the foundation that it was built on, and it was built on a foundation of love, genuine love, like nothing else but love. And so I tell that to anybody, that's looking to get married or stuff like that. Like, you got your soulmate. If you resonate with this and you're married and you married your soulmate, or you feel in your heart you have you're with your soulmate, married or together, leave me a comment. Let me know. Let me know your story. Let me know how you knew, or how you knew the marriage was going to last. And we'll be going on 21 years in November. So we are going to keep continuing to uplift each other, encourage each other to grow and be better, and we keep fighting. Have a good Friday, y'all.